All these pets are super cute and cuddly, and they're gonna make you want one of your own. With help from the dodo, we're gonna shine a spotlight on some resilient animals who overcame tough obstacles on their way to finding love and happiness. And from musicians to movie stars, no one can resist the affection of a perfect pet. Find out which of your favorite stars have adopted a best friend, like this one. For the 5th year in a row, NBC and Telemundo joined forces for the incredible Clear the Shelters initiative. Kicking things off with some comeback kids. These animals may have had a rough start, but through love and determination, they're doing better than ever. After all, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Get it?
Nubby was born with just 2 legs, and nobody thought he would survive.
I ran past Mark and said, I have to go pick up a boxer. He doesn't have any front legs.
An hour or 2 later, she comes home. All I could think is, how the heck are we going to do this? By about 2 to 3 weeks old, we were looking at Nubby and saying, you're really going to make it. We did everything we could to keep his legs strong.
When Nubby figured out he could launch himself and jump, there was no holding him back.
He's even now going into schools to teach kids that different is kind of awesome.
Nubby gives hope to a lot of people. Just because you're different doesn't mean that you don't have a quality of life, and he teaches that every single day.
Angel is a tiny zebu calf whose back legs didn't work.
Angel does not have the ability to extend or flex the muscles of her rear limbs. They are in a locked position.
His parents worked so hard to get him up on his feet.
There was one day we were just kind of holding her back end up, and immediately she just started walking. We were ready to get her cart.
I thought the cart was going to be a setback for Angel, but there was no setback for her.
Oh, look at that milk mustache.
Seeing the progress of where she started and where she is now, it's a good feeling knowing that we're giving her the best life possible that she could have.
She's definitely happy.
Starfish was found abandoned in a beer box on the beach.
Sometimes when I'm like on a difficult math problem or something, I'll think, Starfish could not walk. And she basically taught herself, I think I could do this math problem. I love you.
From tip to tail, there are so many factors that go into animal rescue, including love, attention, and proper nutrition. And in the case of one special dog, the proper care saved his life.
Wayside Waves is a safe place for an animal to come that doesn't have a home. We're able to take care of them, whether it's behavioral modification, medical care, nutritional support. We are their home until they find their forever home. We provide them with playgroups, enrichment, and then obviously take care of their nutritional needs as well. We feed our dogs and cats hills here at the shelter. We feel it's important to feed the animals in our care a nutritious, consistent diet on a daily basis. It's amazing the transformation in just a short time that I can see from some of these animals. It can be like a week just getting nutritional food, their hair can start to grow back, and they just get more pep in their step, and that comes to having good nutrition. When Olive first arrived to us, she was extremely malnourished. We saw every bone, every rib. We were very worried that Olive might not make it. When you see an animal come in that condition, it definitely can take an emotional toll, but all she wanted was to just be held and be loved, and I think she really knew she was at a safe place when she arrived here. We decided on the amount of food that was needed for her to help start gaining that weight, and proper exercise along with just the overall love and compassion that she very much needed. Overall, we just started to see a happy, healthier, adoptable dog and ready to find her forever home. To see these transformations and have these outcomes and know that they're happy as they can be is one of the most rewarding things I think you can experience. We send home Hill Science Diet with our adopters because we want to send them home with what we believe is a great food, and this is a food that has a great nutritional value, and it's a great way to encourage a healthy game plan for their future. When you adopt from an animal shelter, you're not just changing that animal's life, you're changing your life as well, and the love that you receive from shelter animals is unlike anything.
Still to come, we've got some celebrity adoption stories to make you smile. And after months apart, what happened when these animals were reunited with their human friends? You do not want to miss the most adorable reactions. Clear the Shelters continues next. Everyone else on Earth, even Hollywood's biggest stars, can't resist the huggable charms of shelter animals. We teamed up with the folks at People magazine to highlight some famous faces who have welcomed new loves into their lives. You could call this the curious cat case of Benjamin Button. Taylor Swift met little Benji on the set of her music video and could not resist the cuteness. She adopted him on the spot, and he joined Taylor's other two cats, Meredith Grey and Olivia Benson. Lil Nas X is going to take his horse down to the Old Town Road, and now he has 2 more furry friends to bring along for the ride. The rapper asked his Twitter followers to help him pick which one to take home. He then surprised everyone and adopted the pair, tweeting, "I got both." We have a theory about Big Bang Theory star Kaylee Cuoco. She is one big animal lover. The actress adopted this sweet pit bull, Blueberry, on Valentine's Day. She then got her first ever dwarf goat, whose name is anything but small, Tarantula Teabag Cook. Forget Ivan the Terrible and meet Ivan the Cute. Younger star Hilary Duff added this adorable alpaca to her growing family earlier this year. Ivan's living on an alpaca farm for now, as Duff and company get ready for farm life. Justin Bieber took home his first Oscar this year. His dog, Son, Oscar that is. The I Don't Care singer and wife Haley adopted this adorable furball who quickly took over all their social media. Now there's one less lonely dog in the world. We've already shown you some of our favorite animal comeback stories thanks to our friends at the Dodo. Now it's time to meet a few more resilient pets who turned a separation from their human pals into a seriously happy homecoming. Reunited, and it feels so good. Feels so good.
We're gonna get you some help, bud. You'll be okay.
This is crazy. There was a guy that was four-wheeling across salt flats, and he came across a dog.
He got cut short because I had to do a little rescue mission for this guy.
I wasn't even sure I was looking at a dog in the first place. There's no way I was gonna leave her.
Our daughter Whitney and I went into the rescue to volunteer. We asked if we could see Kelly because we kept hearing about her, and I just felt an instant bond. Matt saved her life. Kelly jumped up on the table and sat right by the papers like, I'm ready to go home now.
And the moment that they reunited, it made my heart burst.
It looks so good.
I knew I was gonna tear up.
I know.
Knowing that we've come full circle and she's back into the condition she is now, it's the fairy tale ending to the story.
This is maybe the cutest thing that's ever happened in the entire world. So there was this guinea pig that was a class pet. This one little girl in the class was so in love with him.
Oh my God, he's eating it!
And at the end of the school year, he got adopted. She became pen pals with him.
Hi, Maisie. Rocky just wanted to say hi to you. He's doing really, really well.
Hi, Marty. Thank you for sending the video.
And the day that she gets to see him again, it's just like too much cuteness all in one room.
Rocky, so good to see you.
And to this day, they are still pen pals.
There's those eyes.
When Willow was rescued with one of her puppies, her hair was so matted, you couldn't even see her eyes.
After Willow was groomed, we just realized she was pregnant with her second litter. They kept her in foster care until she had her babies, Matilda and Ozzy.
The day that she gets to reunite with her puppies again, it's magical.
Look at that! It's like it finally dawned on her. It's just beautiful to see them all happy, healthy, and thriving is exactly what we wanted for them.
They say when you rescue an animal, not only do they know it, but they'll be grateful for life. And in our next story, it's clear that these rescue cats did as much for their new owners as their human friends did for them.
Speeding, market.
4B, take one marker.
Would I consider myself a cat person?
This is Coco.
Oh, that's Coco?
Coco.
Who's that?
Is she at the sink? Because I can hear her.
Norman?
We have 5 cats. Wait a minute. Let me just do them in order. Rio, Minky,
Coco, Minky, Paris, and Romeo.
And Rio's sleeping somewhere we haven't found him.
This is Norman.
This is Trisha.
It's hard to keep track of them all.
We love our cats.
Since coming into our home, they've really turned us into a family.
Our personalities are made for each other. I am very bubbly and energetic, so we're able to truly bond and just have a great time enjoying each other's company.
My youngest daughter, Mia, was diagnosed with chronic daily migraines. The cats were her lifeline. There's something about Paris in particular that Mia really found to be the cat that she needed the most. So as much as we thought we were saving her, she saved us, and all of them have in so many ways.
When Mike and I went to Pod Chicago and we met Norman, we learned that he is a survivor of a house fire. And we're like, he's got to come home. I mean, that was the answer. That was what was beating in my heart.
When I went to Treehouse, I met Trisha. They mentioned that she was in a colony with other cats that had feline leukemia. But outside of that, they're just like every other cat. It is part of who they are, but it doesn't take away from who they are. I realized this was my cat, and whatever comes along with it, I'll take it.
But animal adoption happens all year round. And as our friends at the Dodo know, some pets need a little more help adjusting to their new lives than others. Here's a look at a few pups who found loving forever homes and ran with them.
I'm gonna fix you, buddy. I know it hurts, baby.
Chimpy is a senior pit bull who had just given up on life. He couldn't walk and he'd been kept in a small crate for most of his life. Then he met this remarkable woman who just refused to give up on him.
There's light in his eyes when he suddenly realizes, I can still be a dog.
She helped him walk again, and then she even found him his forever home, where he's now living his best life on a farm with dogs and pigs and chickens.
He just brings us so much joy, and we're just gonna give him the best life he can have. He's part of the family.
Zia was a pregnant dog stuck in a shelter, and a woman let her give birth in her home.
Once she was done, she was so much more comfortable.
Zia was such a good mom to these puppies, and all the puppies got adopted, and then Zia found the perfect home.
To know that we can be a part of a dog finding their forever home and a person finding their forever dog, their forever best friend, it's so rewarding.
So these two puppy sisters were rescued from an abandoned house in Puerto Rico. And these two women in Puerto Rico, they worked so hard to save them.
They're ready at the airport. I feel so happy that they're going to a home and with a great family.
They flew them up to New York, and then these two best friends adopted them. Now they hang out every Sunday. They're living it up in the city.
The four girls going out. It's like Sex and the City, better.
You can check out these heartwarming stories and more on thedodo.com and adopt a pet and change his life forever.
Thank y'all so much for joining me for this year's Clear the Shelters, and congratulations to everyone out there who helped find all these deserving animals their loving new forever homes. But remember, there are still thousands more in need. For more information on your shelters in your area, visit cleartheshelters.com.